What is up, everybody? Welcome into the Week 6 preview. We're going to be going over all the spreads, all the lines for all the games. We're going to be talking about games we're interested, games we love to see, and just football overall. But before we do that, make sure you like, subscribe, and help us out. Comment down below your favorite team. Send us to a friend. Send us to somebody you don't like to torture them. Whatever you want to do, we appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get underway. Let's start things off. Giants, Eagles. Jackson Dart was on the injury report, but probably just to rest him up for the short week. Giants hosting the Eagles, I believe. What do you think?
I mean, the Eagles did just lose, and the Giants. I'm a little frustrated that the Giants, at least their defense, isn't looking as good as I thought it was going to. But that being said, I mean, you'd be just a silly Billy not to take the Eagles at whatever they're giving you.
So Eagles are currently -7 and -375 on the money line.
Yeah,
Seven's
I'll take
-7.
No, it's not. Not for the Eagles Giants. It's a divisional game. Giants lose against everybody. I mean, they are the worst in the NFC East.
So the Eagles currently have the worst yardage differential on offense of any Super Bowl champion ever. Their offense is not moving the ball well. Like they're getting short fields and the defense is playing well, but at the end of the day, the offense is not moving the ball well.
It's Jalen Hurts. He's not good enough.
I mean, with a super team around you, you should be able to do just about anything.
Yeah, and, you should. You should, still, right?
They've won now, 17 of 19 games. So I'm not sounding any alarm bells or anything, but 7 points is a lot.
Yeah, I mean they're winning.
I would still probably go Eagles here. I would probably stay off the game, especially being a primetime game. Just scares me a little bit. All right, Jets hosting the Broncos. The Jets are +7.5. Broncos are -7.5. -395 on the money line. Once again, I'm gonna shy away from this one. I don't like the big touchdown plus favorite. It's just on the road, going to the East Coast, traveling a couple time zones. Body blocks a little off.
Broncos aren't really a team that I'm like convinced are juggernauts yet, and I don't really have them on any gimmies because I feel like they've already kind of lost a few games.
I'll say this.
Couple that they shouldn't have.
I've been saying about the Broncos that they're a team they beat the teams you expect them to, and they lose the teams you expect them to, and they did a good thing. They for the second time in the past 2 years, they've beaten a team that you didn't expect them to beat, but they've only done it twice. They did it once last year, and they've done it once this year. So if they can string a couple of these together, I'll be all in on the Broncos and their legitimacy. I do think they'll beat the Jets, but this is absolutely a game where the running game could get going for the Jets. Something crazy could happen. I expect the Jets to win this game. The over-under's at 43.5, pretty low for me to want to jump on that, but I could definitely see a 2017 game. So give me Broncos overall.
Yeah, me too. I'll take Broncos.
Steelers hosting the Browns. Browns starting Dylan Gabriel for a second straight game. The Steelers are phenomenal this season at creating turnovers. Give me the Steelers -238 and -4.5. I think Dylan Gabriel will turn the ball over multiple times in this game. I do not think this is going to be a pretty game if you're a Browns fan.
Yeah, I agree. Everything you said.
Colts hosting the Cardinals -6.5. Now here's, to quote the absolutely god-awful Chris Collinsworth, now here's a team that when they play football, man, boy, do they play really the game of football. Absolutely hate him.
Two fun facts. Two teams that are going against each other that have both fumbled on the 1 yard line.
True story.
They have both done that. Cardinals did it last week, and the Colts
Bumble game.
Week before.
The Bumble game. All right. I'm taking Colts -6.5. Cardinals defense is atrocious. Colts are absolutely on a roll right now.
Yeah.
They'll be hot through this game. Colts -6.5, -298 on the money line. I'm just going to take the points here. Ravens hosting the Rams. Ravens are +7.5. The Ravens defense is so bad that I'm actually going to take the 7.5 for the Rams. -7.5. They're 375 on the money line. Give me Rams minus 7.5 here.
Yeah, yeah. I honestly feel like that's kind of an easy bet at this point. Like the Ravens really look like they're starting to unravel, and I feel like it goes back to their last game of the season. And I feel like whatever bad juju they have had, it's just sticking with them.
And let's be real. The over under for this game is 44.5. There's a good chance the Ravens give up 40. So I'm taking the over on that.
Yeah.
Jaguars hosting the Seahawks. Jaguars are currently plus 1.5. Underdogs at home after beating the Chiefs. I think Vegas kind of expects them to kind of come out flat after such a crazy win on Monday night.
Mhm.
1 day less rest too. I don't hate it. I'll take Jaguars at home to win, especially after the Hawks coming off a close game too. It's not like the Hawks were in some non-emotionally taxing game. They were in a shootout that they lost the last second on a very unfortunate turnover. And the Jaguars just got the other side of that luck. So both were in similar games. Seahawks have to travel to the East Coast. It's a lot for the Hawks. I'm going to take the Jags plus 1.5. Easy. But I say that I would take the money line because if you're going to take 1.5, you might as well take the money line.
Yeah, give me the Jags. Give me the Jags in this one. I think they pull it out. I think they're starting to look like a pretty solid team.
Let me look here. So as of last week, the Seahawks were one of two teams with the top 5 or top 10 offense and top 10 defense. The Seahawks have moved into 11th, so they no longer have a top 10 offense, which is crazy. Or defense, sorry, defense. I was like, that's crazy. They moved down on offense, defense. The Jags moved up, so they are top 10 in offense and defense. So two very similar teams overall facing each other. Should be a really, really good game. Another tough test for the Hawks, which kind
Yeah,
of sucks for them. Panthers hosting the Cowboys. They are plus 3.5. I'm gonna hammer the Cowboys minus 3.5 here.
yeah, you'd be a smart man to do that. The Panthers defense doesn't really look that great, and I mean neither does the Cowboys. Granted,
Yeah,
but I don't believe in the Panthers offense to really just run up a score.
match the Cowboys 1 for 1. Very similar to
Yeah.
the Jets feel. I feel very
Um,
similar to the Jets about them.
I am not happy about the Cowboys defense. I am very happy about the Cowboys offense right now. We
Yeah, you should
have
be.
starting center out, Tyler Booker out, Tyler Smith out, three huge guys on our line gone. Still, Dak Prescott still looks good under pressure. He is the best quarterback in the league right now under pressure. CD out, you know what I mean? And we're
Yeah.
still getting Ryan Flournoy, who's this guy that you've never heard of. Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Brooks, George Pickens, obviously getting the ball, Jake Ferguson, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and our running game is nothing to sneeze at. So
Yeah,
I
Javante is putting up points.
I very much believe, yeah, hammer the over and
Over
Cowboys.
on 50. Hammer the over on 50. All right.
Yes.
Dolphins hosting the Chargers here. I'm going to hammer the Chargers here. They are minus 4.5. This Dolphins team, not good. They are not a good
Yeah.
team. They just lost to the Panthers. Not a good team. I'm gonna take the Chargers. They're minus 4.5. I'm gonna hammer that.
Yeah, that
And
feels like an easy pick to be honest. Dolphins look like garb, and the Chargers lost two in a row. I don't see them losing three in a row.
exactly. So Saints hosting the Patriots. I'm gonna take the Patriots minus 3.5 here
Hundred
all
percent,
day.
hundred
They're
percent.
minus 185 on the money line, so you can even go there. Really, that's a pretty good line. Patriots, I think they're expecting him to come out flat after a high emotional win type situation again, and I agree. The Patriots are an up and down team, and I don't believe they're a team of the Bills caliber. Like I don't believe at the end of the year we could see Bills, Patriots, and an AFC championship. But division games are weird. This kind of stuff
Yeah.
happens all the time. Drake May is a real deal quarterback. I do believe he's going to be good. But this Patriots team lost to the Raiders earlier this season. They are not a heavyweight contender, but they are good enough to beat the Saints.
Well, I mean, it was week one, and you quoted
Yeah,
as saying week one is weird, you
I
know.
have several times.
So I mean, and obviously it's the Saints. So no matter what, give me the Patriots for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I agree. Raiders hosting the Titans. Raiders are currently -4.5.
People.
I like the Titans here at +190. I mean, +190 for a team to beat the. I'm not putting -230 on the Raiders to win. Period. I love the Raiders. I love Pete Carroll. I love Ashton Jeanty. I love Max Crosby. I love Brock Bowers. I love almost everything about the Raiders. I cannot rely on them to win a game.
Yeah, I don't love Geno Smith. You know, I did
Yeah,
at
I
the
do not
beginning of the
love Geno Smith.
season. He had been looking pretty good these past couple of seasons with the
Yeah.
Seahawks, and he's just doing the opposite of what Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones have been showing us.
Oh, but
Sam
you know
Darnold
what they
last
did,
year,
right?
Daniel Jones. Yes, I know what they did.
They went to quarterback
Obviously,
school in Minnesota.
yeah. Well, you know, Geno Smith couldn't meet up with Kevin O'Connell, so
Oh, it's his fault.
maybe he will. Maybe he will in the offseason.
Maybe you will.
You know.
I've said it several times. I'm open to I'm a JJ McCarthy guy, obviously. But I am always open to a backup plan.
You know what I'm
JJ
doing though? You know what I'm doing if I'm any quarterback in the league? I'm just gonna go meet up with Kevin O'Connell in the offseason.
Just
Maybe
pick
have
the
a
guy's brain a
couple
little bit.
beers, throw the old pigskin around, you know, see what
Yeah.
he's telling all these other quarterbacks. You know.
Well, Daniel Jones said that it was his attention to detail in the small nuances in which Kevin O'Connell focuses on that he had never seen before that have really turned around his perspective on football. And that is, it is so much of what, like, there's so many people that they say things in interviews and you're like, yeah, you're just saying that because it's the right answer. You listen to Kevin O'Connell talk and he says those things of like, yeah, we're gonna get in the room, we're gonna self scout. I'm gonna self scout myself, we're gonna self scout the defense, we're gonna look at ourselves. Are we as good as we could be, or are we just a product of our situation? What are we? How are we doing? What do we need to change? And you hear from players like they actually do that. Like there's so many coaches that just talk about it and then they go in, they watch film, like, okay, yeah, we're good. Whereas apparently and allegedly, that's what actually happens in those rooms is they actually look and they go, okay, we're getting beat here. We're getting on here. How do we fix that? And I can attribute last week against the Browns, Kevin O'Connell seemed miserable in his post-game press conference. Miserable. He seemed, I mean, I've never seen a coach so dejected after a win. I've never seen it. But I think it was because he likes to push the ball down the field. The game for Sam Darnold against the Detroit Lions in week 17 last year, or week 18 last year, they were trying to push the ball. They were down big, and they kept getting Sam sacked because they were trying to push the ball down the field. Kevin O'Connell wouldn't change his game plan. He just kept trying to hammer his game plan, and it wasn't working, and it wasn't working. Yeah. And this week, with 4 offensive linemen out, you can't afford to just sit Carson Wentz back there and let routes develop and go 18 yards down the field every play. And so they were a lot of quick hitters. And I firmly believe Kevin O'Connell was miserable calling that game. He hated that. He wanted so bad to just open up the playbook, let Carson Wentz sling it and say, fuck it. But he knew this is working. This is working, and we shouldn't change it because it's working. But he was miserable doing it. And I was just like, oh my God, I've never seen somebody so unhappy after a win other than Bill Belichick. Yeah, I say that he's learning. He's learning. He is self-scouting. He is doing the things that he says he's doing. And I feel like that's really important in the NFL for players and coaches. I like Cam Ward coming out and saying, yeah, we suck. That. I like that he's keeping it real. I do like that. I like that he's being realistic about things. 2, as a grown man, I do not want to hear a 23-year-old tell me I suck. Right? I don't want to hear that. Yeah. Now, whether I suck or not, I know if I suck, right? Like I know we suck. I don't need you to tell the media that. I don't need you to tell us that. I need you to come up with a plan on how not to suck. Yeah. If you want to sit there and call everybody out, have a plan on how not to suck. Don't just be like, yeah, we suck. I know. Be proactive. How can you not suck?
He's the rookie. You know what I mean? He's not, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I'm saying that from a perspective of somebody who's almost 30 and has a little more time under the belt and can, has some experience to draw upon. And I really do believe that there should be guys in that locker room going to him and being like, hey, dude, that's not productive. Yeah. I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to keep it real. You're trying to keep everything real, level-headed, and be honest. But like, that's not what's needed. They
Yeah.
know we suck. We know we suck. We don't need to focus on the fact that we suck. We need to focus on how we get better.
Yeah.
And I mean,
That being said, give me the Titans.
Yeah, that being said, give me the Titans plus 4.5. Buccaneers hosting the 49ers. I want to pick the Buccaneers, but dude, I can't pick against the Niners right now. Did they just beat the Rams in LA? And I know LA isn't really a home game necessarily, but
I mean, that was a close game, dude. That really, like, that's a
and a
two-play
Kyren
game.
Williams fumble
That's
on the
a
goal line.
exactly, like
Absolutely.
a two-play game. Actually, honestly, like a three-play game. The Kyren Williams fumble, the missed extra point, and the blocked field goal. I thought
I mean,
missed,
give me the Bucks -3.
Yeah.
The Bucks money line is -162. You're only giving up like 50 points, 50 cents on the dollar. I would probably go -162 Buccaneers. The Niners are +136. They're going West Coast to East Coast, so you got to take, body clock into account. I'm going to take the Buccaneers here.
Yeah, give me the Bucks.
Cool. All right. Packers hosting the Bengals. -14 for the Packers.
Give me the Packers. I'm not taking that minus. Actually, yeah.
Give me -14.
Yeah, sure. These Bengals are awful. What did they lost to?
Best case scenario, the Bengals are going to roll out old Joe Flacco, and he's going to be in his first week there. And
they lost by 13. They put up 24 against 37 to the Lions. They lost by 13 last week. Are you confident that? I'm not confident that the Packers can
move the ball.
Yeah. No, well,
stop them.
Get ahead that much. I think they can win. I don't think it's going to be by 14 points.
I mean, the money line is -1,050. The Bengals are +625. I'm putting $5 on the Bengals. I'm putting $5 on the Bengals just in case.
What would you win? What would you win if you put $5 and they won?
It'd be $34 or something like that.
Okay.
I think that's what that is. I can double check here. Give me 2 seconds here. I am definitely picking the Packers to win this game. The over/under is set at 44.5.
I'm taking the under.
You think the under on that? I think the Packers could put up 30 on this defense. You don't think so?
I don't know. It's all on the Packers because I don't think the Bengals are going to be able to score on the Packers defense.
I think Jamar Chase could put up a couple, maybe a touchdown. They get a couple drives where they get a touchdown. So $5 at +680, which this has it at, is $39. So like $35. 5 wins 35. So I mean, throw $5 at the throw the Bengals in a parlay of favorites and throw $5 at it and get like +2,000 odds, and who knows, something crazy might happen. Chiefs hosting the Lions. Lions are currently +2.5 after the Chiefs just lost to Jacksonville. I would love to see the Lions lose this game, man. I would love to see the Lions lose this game. That being said, the way the Chiefs are playing, I do not see the Lions losing this game. The over/under is set at 51.5. Take the under. Take the under. I would take the under if it was at 46.5. Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions +2.5.
Yep.
Lions +2.5. If I had to pick a winner, hands tied, Mahomes doesn't lose 2 in a row. He did
to start up the season.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. What are the odds he does it twice in one season?
I don't know, man. Maybe it's the fall off. Maybe this is the year we look back, and this is the fall off of Patrick Mahomes.
I gotta take the Chiefs to win, but give me the Lions +2.5.
I'll take the Lions to win.
All right, that's fair. I think the Lions could absolutely win this game. I think they probably will win this game, but I want to believe the Chiefs are going to win this game.
I think. Oh wait, no. This is the last week without Rashee Rice. So Rashee Rice is back next week.
Yeah, Rashee Rice is back next week. Falcons hosting the Bills. The Bills are -4.5. Give me the Bills. Bills are going to dog walk the Falcons. Mark my words. Dude, the Falcons, I promise you, they're going to get dog walked.
Who did they? Were they on bye last week? They were.
Yeah, they were on a bye last week, I believe.
Yeah. And then they beat the Commanders.
Yeah, but they beat the Commanders without Jaden Daniels. Without Jaden Daniels, the Commanders put up 27 points on them. They lost to the Panthers 30-0. The Vikings game, the Vikings were banged up. It was a bad game for us. I'm going to tell you right now, that's not
the
who they are.
Falcons lost to the Panthers 30-0.
30-0. They lost to the Bucks.
Oh my Lord.
30-0 to the Panthers. Got 34 or scored 34, but got 27 put on them without Jaden Daniels in the game.
Yeah. Yeah,
The Vikings game, I said this when the Vikings got beat by them. The Viking game is the outlier. That's not who this Falcons team is. The Vikings played as bad as possible in that game. We were atrocious. We gave them that game. They are a bad team. Or not bad, they're a mid team. Yeah. And the Falcons are going to get dog walked. The over-under is 49.5, and I believe the Bills could put up 40 of that. So,
yeah,
last
Bills
game of the week, the rematch of the Tyreek Stevenson waving goodbye Hail Mary game. Commanders hosting the Bears. I mean, they should start the game with a big wave. Everybody should wave. They should start the game. The entire
I was literally
crowd.
telling Amber that last night when we were watching. Like, I hate when dudes wave when there's so much time left, or you like, or like you go like you're down 2 scores and you get a touchdown, and now you're down 1 score, and you're like, why are you waving at all? Like, what is happening? Or you're up 1 point and you're waving, and there's 5 minutes left, all 3 timeouts.
Jeffrey Okudah in the Vikings game, like after the game ended, he waved like bye to the other sideline, which is fine. But like when you get a pick in the third quarter and it's a 1-score ball game and you like waving inside like bye, like what are you doing, dude? Yeah. What are you doing right now?
A lot of football, too much football left to be asking like that.
I mean, the Commanders showed it last year when they completed the Hail Mary that if there's a second on the clock, don't be dumb. Just play the game. Just play the game, and when you win, you can celebrate. That being said, Commanders minus 4.5. I'm going to take that. The over-under is 50.5.
Ooh.
I can see this being a 24-26 ball game, so I don't hate it, but it's right there. I don't see this being a 34-38 ball game. So.
Yeah, give me the Commanders. Give me the
Commandies it is. Let's look real quick at the week 5 or post week 5 standings. I want to look at these with you real quick. Just to kind of address we're a quarter of the way through the season. We're over a quarter of the way through the season. So we have the Bills leading the AFC East. We have the Chargers leading the AFC West, and that division is wide open in my opinion. Broncos proved they can play. Chargers have proved they can play. Kansas City's Kansas City. The Raiders are pretty much out of it. So that division is up in the air. The AFC South, 2 4-1 teams, the Jags and the Colts. I mean, raise your hand if you had that coming. Everybody's hands would have that down. I have evidence you didn't see that coming, okay? Yeah. And the AFC North, the Pittsburgh Steelers, 3-1, Bengals 2-3. Bengals are 2-3. They are in second in their division, and they are maybe the worst team in all of football. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is crazy.
Yeah, Steelers are taking the AFC North for sure.
Yeah, Steelers are taking that division. They're taking that division. They have a negative 2-point differential still. That entire division is garbage. I mean, that's crazy.
What a surprise.
Yeah, very, very, very surprised by that. So, and I don't know if you know, but point differential is very telling. Point differential will very much tell you which teams are for real and which teams are not for real. The NFC East, you have Philly, Washington, and Dallas all within 2 wins of each other still. Dallas still outside looking in with that defense. I'm sorry, but I don't see them anything more than a wild card team. They're going to be pressing for that just with the way that defense is playing. The Commanders get Jaden Daniels back. They beat the Chargers. They're kind of storming back into things. Philly finally loses one, but we know what Philly is. They're really good. But who knows there? The NFC West, the Niners, the Rams, the Hawks. Cardinals have a bad defense. They're a bad team. I'm sorry. I want Kyler Murray to be good. I want him to. I desperately want him to. The Cardinals are not a good team. But the NFC West is very similar to the AFC West. 3 good teams that could all be in it come late in the season. I still think it's the Rams division, even though they just lost on Thursday Night Football. I do not think the Niners win this division. I think the Rams will win this division in the end. The Hawks are going to put up a good fight with both of them. I see it being the Rams. The NFC South, the Bucks are all but going to run away with this division. Every other team in this division has a negative point differential and 2 wins. So
yeah,
you can't convince me that the Saints are going to pull anything out, the Panthers are going to pull anything out, or the Falcons are going to pull anything out. So, and last but not least, the NFC North, the only team or only division with 3 teams over 500 currently. Oh no. The NFC West does the Seahawks, the Rams, and the Niners. So one of 2, and the only division with a team with 3 wins behind a team with 2 wins, because the Packers only have 1 technical loss.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I hate that. I hate ties so much. So
I know.
Detroit, obviously, they're continuing to roll on. They're winning tough games. Green Bay, I don't know what they are yet. I'm still 50-50 on what they are, because they lost to the Browns. They went toe-to-toe with the Cowboys, who are a great offense, so they can put up points. Now, granted, the Cowboys defense, anybody can put up points on them. But the Packers have also already beaten the Lions. So I don't know. Minnesota, as beat up and banged up as the Ravens are, but still somehow 3-2. So with 6 starters slated to come back after the bye week this week, so they're going to get healthy. The Bears are only 2-2. So if they rattle off a couple of wins, they could have a serious contention. I feel like this is the only division.
It's close.
Only division that I feel everybody is still involved. Maybe the NFC West if the Cardinals can do something, but it would be the NFC North or the NFC West. I don't feel like the Raiders, the Titans, the Browns, or the Jets are doing anything. The Giants aren't, and the Saints aren't. So the only 2 where I see the Cardinals could turn it on and be a top 10 offense, and the defense could get to top 20, and they're a real team. The Bears could. The offense is going to score points. They have they're going to score points. We'll see. We will see. Anything else you want to get off your chest for week 6 that you're worried, want to talk about before we end the show?
No, I think we said it all.
All right, well, that is our Week 6 pregame report, and make sure to check out the Instagram and the YouTube Reels for our top 10 coming out tomorrow. Make sure to, like, subscribe, hit the QR code up in the corner over that corner. Yeah, right, it's weird because it's flipped, so it's over. Like, I want to point that way, like right there, but it's over here. So, all right, with that, thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.